All right. So, okay. Hey, welcome to 10 by 10 with Ty Sherwood. Just want to give some credit to Justin Chamness and the Real Estate Wholesalers Investments Club. It's like I have an echo in here. All right. I'm live. I'm live. Hello. All right. So I'm just going to go with it and see how it goes. All right. Yeah. I like to do this route review first. And so let's pull that up. Screen. I share my screen. I think I am. All right. Cool. Okay. So let's go to Woot. I like to do Woot as a icebreaker. So pull it up here. See what the Woot of the day is. Uh, electronics. A sound bar. Not bad. $80. Amazon Fire TV sound bar. Right on. Okay. All right. Sounds good. That's your word of the day. I have an awesome sound bar that I use and it's a woofer. And the woofer makes all the difference. So make sure you get a woofer. I'm not sure if this one's that great. Might pass on this one, might not. But definitely think a sound bar is better than TV sound because TV sound is limited, right? Especially when watching videos, you stream anything, it comes out uh, soft sometimes. And then for movies, soundbar is awesome. So that's the soundbar. All right, cool. Let's move on. So 10 by 10, starting out here. Um, see, all right, 10 by 10. Let's bring up. So a few months ago, I got into the 10 by 10 and really helped me to get out some depression and clarity, collaboration. As I look more into it, it's just more about brain dumping, getting things out of my head and into um, a space, a healthy space. Um, and so I've been doing it off and on. And I approached Justin about it. He said basically, man, you should share some of that. It sounds really good. And I know some people may be going through it and they can relate also. But the brain dumping has really helped me to clarify my goals. And so I did some research and I found this online. Brian Tracy does the 10 by 10 goal method. My plan for this is to go through and push this until the winning is done. You know, you guys all heard of Rocky, and it's like life's going to knock you down, and it's hard, but you got to push through until the winning is done. So, because I here would like to share any goals or uh, Who's done the 10 by 10? Maybe you've done it, you have some success. Please share. Uh, see. Anybody? All right. It's like no one. Okay. Well, I encourage you. I had a really good yesterday, so I'll share mine. How's that? So yesterday, um, here's my 10 by 10, and I'll go into what it really is from Brian Tracy. So I just brain dumped this yesterday. I just threw this out there on my keep. Uh, One of the keys to brain dumping and doing the 10 by 10 is have a notebook. And you have a notebook like this and just through all the pages, just blank pages, and that's all you really need. So that's the first thing when it comes to brain dumping. To grab a notebook. So the learning method, first thing you need a notebook or a journal. And the first day, you just write down your reflections. And then it's 10 by 10. It's called 10 by 10 because it's 10 days. You go through it for 10 days in a row. All right. But I'm on the 30-day challenge. So I encourage that also because I really want to get to a hurdling of my vision and goals. And he compares it to like a jet. It runs off a runway, right? Awesome. All right. So going back to my 10 by 10, work part time and make full time fortune. You want to hear my story? This is actually happening now. I've had a business for about 10 years and it's a full time business. I work part time. It's awesome because it allows me to do real estate as well and uh, do things like this during the day, the morning, on a Thursday, right? Justin and I have talked about this. Live like every day is a Saturday, meaning like you want to take a nap, go take a nap. You want to go walk the dog, go to the park, go do that. But also, it's important to get work done too. So that's more important, different stages. But to have and work part time and make full time fortune, it's just priceless. So I'm working on that as well as, let's see, the next one. I weigh 50 pounds. I have personal philosophy to invest, give, invest, live on the rest. So I have this, I want to give, I want to invest 25%, 25%, live on 50. I build a network by building my network, my net worth by building my network. I help single moms with new rides. That's my ministry. These are ministry goals. I like to split it up to where these are like about me and my journey. And then also these are about ministry, helping other people, right? So you see, helping moms, helping people new teeth. I think a new teeth, a new smile, new face equals new life for people. And it brightens up their day, right? I invest real estate to produce multiple monthly cash flow. It's long term. And then I invest time and money in education, make myself and my family a better future. It's about living a legacy for my children. All right. So let's get back into Brian Tracy. The special rules. So you have the three P's. I talked about this before. There was a joke in high school. Piece to say, um, name three cars that start with P. You have Pinto, Pontiac, and Porsche, right? Love to have a Porsche. And the joke goes, cars don't start with P, they start with gas. I love that joke. But here we're talking about being the three P's being positive, present, and personal. So the first one, um, positive. You want to write in the positive form. So positive goal, instead of saying, I will lose so many pounds, you say, I will gain, or excuse me, I will weigh this amount, this weight. So if you go back to my goals yesterday, you'd see the positive. I weigh 250 pounds. I exercise. All right. And also you have financial goals. I earn instead of I will earn, I earn. And a good example of this is this first spot here is I start reading more. I want to start reading more books. Instead of I want to start reading books, I read a specific amount, 12 books, and then next 6 months. So 2 books a month for 6 months. See how it's positive and it's like a key. It's personal, present. So it hits all the three P's, right? Very good. So if you guys want to copy this, I can send it to you. Just let me know. And um, moving along here, the test. So the test is if you're serious about this, you're going to do it, right? Simple as that. It's like my friend Jesse Mills, who would say, "Are you interested or are you committed?" It's like, bam, it's like a slap in the face, right? Are you interested or are you committed? So exercise writing 10 goals is to do it. And then what comes down to is it's easy not to do, but it's easy to do too. It takes about 10 minutes, write 10 goals every day, right? So I want to mention this golden triangle. It's something that Brian Tracy talks about as well. And the tip of the golden triangle is responsibility. And I've come to my life, and Justin and I have talked about this as well, that to be a man, we have to let go of childish things and take responsibility. And the first thing, whatever you're going through in life, is to take responsibility for where you are. You know, it's like a map, a road map. If you want to get to a destination, now we use our phones, we use GPS. But back in the old day, we had these maps and they were folded up and you had to unfold them like a trifold. You'd have to unfold them and read the map, and you had a starting destination and then an ending destination. Well, to figure out the end, you have to figure out first where you're starting, right? If you're just out there willy nilly doing whatever you want, you have no direction. More than that, you have to have a starting point. So I just wanted to mention the golden triangle because it's something that has really impacted me lately because I was playing blame game with, I don't know if you know, recently I've been through a divorce and I haven't seen my kids on a regular basis for like 2, 3 years. And it's crushed me to the point of I'm in a million pieces. But I can look at that and blame and woe is me and life is terrible and they did this to me and they're keeping my kids from me. Or I could be like, look, it's my responsibility. It was my fault. I contributed to it and to shake it off and get back up and get going. And this 10 by 10 has really helped me with that. That and exercise and my personal philosophy, which is places to go. There's 4 places to go. There's church, work, the gym, and the bank. And if you see all those 4 are in my 10 by 10, right? At the gym, you have reading books. I think that's the word. Every day we should get the word. Helping other people. This is my bank. When I think about going to the bank, it's not just about cashing checks, but it's about what you do with the money. It's about influence and impact. I think we fall short these days when people have more than enough. They're not helping other people. People need help out there. And I'll talk more about that later. But uh, if you're making your nut, how much you need to make a month, over and above that, invest in heaven and people on earth. People need each other. Amen. I don't want to get too preachy here. Let's get back. So, the Brian Tracy. So often, this part's really good. Often, we write our goal, we forget. It simply means you either really don't want to achieve it or something like you get distracted. By rewriting your goals every day, it gets clearer and clearer. There's a big, powerful thing with clarity. I was thinking about this earlier, procrastination. People procrastinate because they get bored. They just don't know what to do with themselves. When I'm shopping at the store, people are wandering around looking. It drives me crazy. I know they're shopping, they're looking for food, but I like to have a list, go by the list, get in the store, get what I need, get out of there, right? And it's better for your budget too, because you're not just spending on stuff on, oh, this looks good or that looks good, but you're actually focused. You have a list, like a 10 by 10, and you know what you want, and you're going for it. Right on? Once you begin writing your goals, you have no idea how they will be accomplished. So this is the thinking big part of it, but this is not important. The important part is just to rewrite them every day. So we're going to do this in a few minutes. I put some time aside to do the brain dumping. So the brain dumping is just get a blank sheet of paper. You want to have a journal like this and just go through this. Write your 10 goals one by one. And I'll have a timer here, maybe 10, 15 minutes here. But let's talk about your subconscious mind. I think this is where the magic happens. So once your subconscious mind accepts your goals as commands from your conscious mind, it will start to make all the words and actions fit into a pattern consistent with the goal. Your subconscious mind will start attracting things in your life pertaining to what you want to achieve. So your subconscious mind works 24 hours like a computer. So whenever you write down your goals, you may be skeptical, doubtful. That's perfectly okay. But you're more likely to accomplish them when they're written down. So let's take some time now. And I'll get back to this in a little bit to finish it up. But I want to take some time. It's about 25 after the hour. Let's take 15 minutes and just write down today's 10 by 10. Right on. Let's see if there's any questions. Robert, how you doing? Welcome. So right now we're going to do the 10 by 10. You just need a notebook to write down the goals. If you want the document, I can send you the document. Welcome. And the key to this is to do it, and then we'll come back and get some feedback on it in about 15 minutes. I know you just got here. I'll throw the document in the chat. And you can take a look at it if you need to. If you have any questions, let me know. All right. All right, there you go. Okay, I'm gonna take about 10, 15 minutes. I'll be back here at 9:40. So about 12, 13 minutes. Okay. How we doing? Oh, I'll use your run. No worries. Okay, so I wanted to go finish this up. I wrote down my 10. I don't know if you saw it. Looks like it came through. Um, I wanted to hear some feedback from you guys as well. Last week, Tyree was here and he shared that Brian Tracy read a book and it totally changed his life. I wish I took more notes on that, but get back to okay, here we go. Get back to video. Here we go. So I posted in the chat, and then here's my 10 for today. I weigh 250 pounds by August 2024. We're going to hit the three piece. I work part time and make full time income. I read one book a week for the next 12 weeks, and I have a date on there. Network daily, building my net worth. Network should be network. PH. Network. This is about my working with people that feed me. I help single moms with new vehicles. I invest in smiles, making things brighter for others. I live in Maricopa to travel to dream destinations. I create a compelling vision to work hard to live by this vision every day. I'm a sunbird with two homes, one in the south and one in the north, where I go when it's hot and easy. I work 3 days until my moving goal is completed, July 2024. So, all right, cool. So it looks like I dozed down. I wanted to share something with you that came up uh, from my list yesterday, and it blew me away. This one right here. I write $1 million contract by May 5th, 2025. So this one, I've been reading a lot on dreaming big, and Brian Chase talks about that with this golden triangle. And I don't know if I really clearly shared about the golden triangle, but the first part, taking responsibility. The second part is doing this, is writing your goals, having clear vision. The third part of the triangle, if you look at it, is continual learning. So always keep learning. But the second part, writing your goals, he talked about dreaming big. And this is a big one. I think just as easy to write a contract on a small house than a big house. Because most of us in here are real estate, right? We're part of a real estate club with Justin Shamness. And yeah, he had a campaign a few months ago about doing $1 million lease purchase deals, buying a pretty house that's $1 million. And when I wrote this, I just thought about some of that. There's also multifamily deals. You could write $1 million contract for multifamily. So something in the future, but something exciting. I think it's super exciting. get back to finish this up. So in 1 week, 1 month, or 1 year, you look around and see your whole life, they've transformed in a remarkable way. Even if you're skeptical about this method, it only requires about 10 minutes a day. Multiply your effectiveness. First, after you've written down your goals in positive, present, and personal tense, write down at least 3 action steps, take immediate action for one of those goals. For example, you write down a goal for 50,000 in 12 months. So here's the 3 action steps. Plan every day. You start immediately and concentrate single-mindedly on the most important task until it's complete. It kind of reminds me of this last one I put in here, the 3 days. 3 days is by Ed Milex. He talks about splitting your days up in 3 days, 6 to 12, 12 to 6, and 6 to 12. And you get more done in that time frame than one person gets done in 1 day. Because most people just shoot topics about last night's basketball game or around the water cooler instead of really getting work done. But if you maximize your effectiveness, you get more done in 6 hours times 3. That's your 3 days. So whatever your goal is, 3 action steps. I took this to another level. I'm going to share it in a minute. The conclusion is, so you just do one thing for 10 days, get a notebook. Bank notebook, $2.50. Walmart has them. Write down 10 goals, write them so clearly that if you're telling a 6-year-old, they would understand them and be able to communicate your goals with someone else. Repeat and follow this without looking the previous day. And you do it again 8 more times. Once you complete this, you have a deeper applied actions and maybe even a higher coach to help you achieve them faster. So I do want to give a bonus, and that is I took one of these and for my 20 how-tos, people that remember I mentioned people that feed me. It's one of my goals to build my network, and how can I develop this? So this is when you brainstorm even more and you write down 20 how-tos. So you have your goal. How can I develop a network of people who feed me? And then you just write down 20 ideas around that goal. Pretty cool. And what happens is the 20th, you might get 5, 7 easy. But when you get to 20, 16, 18, 19, and then 20 is where you really define ways to do it. So a way to do this, how to develop a network of people who feed me, ends up being show up with coffee and donuts. Super practical, right? Show up with coffee and donuts to a local vendor who need your services. Schmooze them. You don't schmooze, you lose, right? All right. So that's about it. That's a recap. I hope you enjoyed today. We have an event tomorrow. I think Justin has someone talking about Self storages, investing in self storages at 9. Uh, that's 12 Eastern, not 9 o'clock my time. I really appreciate you. I hope everything came through okay with the audio and everything. Justin, thank you. And have a blessed weekend, guys. Keep writing your goals. Look forward to talking to you soon. Have a good day.